Sales is a hard job. It's a stressful job. It's not a 9 to 5. You're running deals, all day, every day. It is. The last thing I would want for anybody is for their first sales experience, which I believe sales is one of the most beautiful careers. If you leave sales because sales just isn't for you, understandable. Sales isn't for everybody.
Cool.
But if you leave sales because you had a stressful experience with your manager, that sucks. I hate that.
Come on!
A sales engagement automation system is critical for any sales organization to achieve excellence. But it is a complex, tedious, and expensive process for any sales organization. Sometimes it can end in a failure too, and you have to start all over again. To fix this problem, Playbook.ai has introduced a program for SaaS and enterprise technology startups called the Sales Excellence Program. It is the most effective, fastest, and the risk to deploy a sales engagement automation system in your organization to drive growth and achieve revenue excellence. Now, none of the top-rated sales engagement platforms will give you a free trial. But in the Sales Excellence Program, Playbook AI Customer Success Team not only gives you the free and unlimited access to all the features for 6 weeks, but also does the heavy lifting of implementing a sales engagement system and provides you advice on what best practices should you follow when creating your sales playbook. Never heard of before, right? There's an application process to get an invitation to join the program, but if you are a subscriber of SalesSpin, which I'm guessing you are, you can get access immediately provided you have at least 4 SDRs in your company. To join the program, first subscribe to my channel and visit playbook.ai/SEP. The link will be in the description box. And simply type in R followed by my last name WADHWA when the request invitation form asks for the name of the accelerator.
If I have a rep who's doing something wrong, I'm not going to yell and scream at them, and it's not going to help me. It's not going to help them. I approach it from hey, what can we do better? How can we help? How can we fix this as a team? Whereas you'll have a lot of teams that will say, oh yeah, I've hit my quota, I'm good. In August, every single member of my team hit quota, and one of my team members almost missed. And so we got together in a call, and it wasn't, come on, don't do this to us, hit that number. Instead, it was this awesome situation where everybody's like, all right, what are we gonna do? Like, let's take a look at your emails. When's the last person you reached out to? They no-showed? Okay, let's talk about it as a team. How can we bring them back to the table? And it was it's like I sit back as a leader and I think, yes, work together, make it happen, because I want us to win as a team. So he comes back after having this, his beautiful wedding, and he's, feeling great. He's now married, and he didn't have to worry about falling behind because he had his team to support him and help him have a great day that day. And
that's beautiful.
It is. It's so beautiful. It makes me feel so good because the team knows if they're struggling with something, they can come to me and say, hey, I'm gonna be out today. I'm struggling with this, that, or the other thing. All good. The team's got your back. And it just, I would rather them come in with the confidence of knowing that they are going to be supported not just by me, but by the team and by the company. And that way they can give their best. They can give their all, knowing that even if they don't make it, even if they're short by their number, we're still going to cheer them on. We're still going to appreciate everything that they're doing, and we're going to help them get there next time. And that's an atmosphere that I think it's important. It's not about avoiding hard conversations. It's about welcoming those hard conversations so that they're not afraid to say it. I want my team, if they do something wrong or if they're struggling, to come to me and say, hey, I really struggled with this. Can we talk about it? As opposed to hiding it and me not ever having known that it happened in the first place. And I've worked hard to build that type of culture. It's hard to take somebody brand new and encourage them to pick up that phone when it's just you and them. But when it's an entire team working together and they're telling their stories about their calls and how, man, this call was horrible. Even in one of my previous organizations, I left a voicemail for somebody, and the voicemail was so bad that I had to let my team listen to it because I wanted them to see, yeah, it happens, but that's okay. So you have these new reps come in, and now they get to listen to everybody making mistakes, and it makes it all feel more human, and like it's just a part of the process. And you're going to stumble, you're going to fall, but it's better to be in a position where if you stumble and fall, you've got a group of individuals that are going to pick you up and make it easier for you.
No, that was beautiful.
That's my rant.
I almost cried. I'm not sure if you realized that. I almost cried when you were narrating the story because I think it reminds me of like my earlier days when one of my colleagues helped me in the same way.
Isn't that such a beautiful thing?
Yeah.
When you're not in competition with the person, but instead you're saying, hey, you and me together, we're gonna take this win. We're gonna make this happen. It's so much better when I get to cheer on every single member of my team, and when every member of the team is also cheering on their counterparts. And it's I would never want to work in an environment that doesn't have that. Be true to yourself. 100% be you. Do not think that you have to exemplify other leaders. Find your own path. Take what works for you. Let go of what doesn't. Be okay with messing up and failing. I've failed so many times in my career. I've failed with individuals that I've worked with and coached, and I've taken that as learning examples. But I believe strongly, be yourself. If someone gives you advice, it just doesn't sit right with you, don't do it. Find your own path to leadership, because you're going to bring on a team of individuals that hopefully will respond well to your style of leadership.